Hey, all Caps fans, welcome to another edition of the Weekly Spotlight. This time joined by two guests, Hunter Cloutier and Owen Blocker. Boys, thanks for joining me tonight.
No worries.
So
Not
the
a
first
problem.
question I have for you guys, obviously, with COVID and a lot of hockey is shut down across the country. What was your emotions, reactions when you heard that news a few weeks back?
Yeah, it obviously sucked that the season had to be canceled there right when we were in a hot spot there. So, it took away from our momentum, but hopefully we'll be able to get back soon and continue on that hot streak.
For you, Blocks?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice that it happened a bit earlier, so maybe we'll still be able to come back for the rest of the season, and it wasn't just at the end like last year. So
Yeah, so the biggest difference, this is obviously the second time the MJHL's got shut down. Was it a little easier knowing that this could be a possibility? Or start with you, Blocks.
yeah, I don't know. Coming into the season, you could kind of see that there's a high chance that we were going to end up coming home anyway. But I think the earlier we get it out of the way, the better.
So, Christmas is around the corner. Do you guys have any Christmas rituals, family gatherings that you like to guys do during the holiday season?
Yeah, for myself, we usually just have a big party on Christmas Eve with all of our family. So I don't know how that's going to work this year with the restrictions here in Winnipeg. So that'll kind of suck, but hopefully they lift them up by then and we can have everyone together.
For you, Blocks, you got anything?
Christmas Eve, our family just gets together and we watch the Christmas Vacation movie. But that's pretty much the extent of it.
Okay, I got a question here for you guys. If you're stranded on an island, you have to pick two teammates. Who you picking and why? Give me the tea. Spill the tea, boys. Who you going with, Hunter?
I'll go my first one. I'll bring Halliday. I think he could bring some laughs to the trip there. He's a pretty funny guy, and yeah, I think he'd make it pretty fun. And there for my second one, it's tough to choose between. I'd say between Jack and Belch, but I'm gonna go with Jack.
I gotta go with Belch and Bob. I figured Bob knows his way around a bush pretty well. So, I'll go Belch and Ramsey. I think Ramsey's a good bush boy to have around.
It's okay. So speaking of hunting, Blocks, did you get a deer this year?
No, I'm not much of a hunter.
No.
No, I like fishing, but haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. So
Around what age group did you guys get into hockey, and was there any big influences you to play the game?
Yeah, for me, I think I got into hockey around age 4 or 5. I have a late birthday, so I was always younger than everyone else playing, and started there in Timbits. And I think my parents are both pretty big influences on me, like starting to skate there, going to those little like power skating lessons when you're younger, learning to skate, and it just took off from there.
yeah, I similar. Like I started when I was 4 too, except out here in the sticks we call it squirts, not Timbits. At least we used to.
Yeah.
And then growing up, really, my grandpa was probably the biggest one that pushed for me to be on the ice and skating all the time. So,
Blocks, you spent parts of 4 seasons in the Western Hockey League. You came to Verdun last season and you had instant success. You had 31 points in 45 games. What do you think? What do you think was the biggest difference going from the Western League to the MJ for you?
definitely the speed of the game and how fast everything moves. Yeah, coming down, it was quite a big difference for me. I noticed that along with the speed, a lot of the passings like not as like hard either, and small things like that.
Do you have a favorite memory from your time in the Western Hockey League?
Yeah, our playoff run when we were in Lethbridge was quite a hoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter, you've spent all 4 seasons in MJ with the All Caps. You found a home on that top line with Einerson and Brett Paddock. What makes that line so effective when you guys are on?
I think we all just work well together. We found chemistry recently, which has really helped us on the ice. I think we're learning where guys are going on the ice, and that's just helping us find each other in good spots to create good chances.
So growing up in Winnipeg, Hunter, did you play any sports growing up other than hockey?
Yeah, I actually tried playing baseball and football. I wouldn't say I was the best at them, but I enjoyed playing them. So it's nice to try other sports besides hockey.
Boys, what does it mean to you guys to pull that all capital sweater over your heads and play in front of such a passionate fan base?
Yeah,
I think it. Oh, go ahead, Cloutier.
okay, I was just gonna say, yeah, I think it's great. Going to the finals my first year, it was crazy how much the town was behind us, and it's just an amazing feeling being able to play for such a great organization every night. And it's just, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, he hit it right on the head there. The energy, the emotion, the way the town just gets right into everything. It's awesome.
Blocks. Growing up in Oakbank, was there a lot of hockey around there? Or did you have to travel to different cities to play games?
No, well, we kind of got like our Eastman region out here that we played in up until about Pee Wee. And then after Pee Wee, I made the AAA Bantam team. So then we were playing teams from the city and province wide, really. But no, I didn't play much in the city until about Bantam.
So for you guys, like, what does life after hockey look like for you, Owen? This is your last season of junior hockey. Do you have any goals after the MJ?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do, but I'll be going to school next year. Not sure where. Probably, hopefully the U of M, but we'll see.
What about you, Hunter?
Yeah, I'd like to keep playing hockey after this year. I hopefully play at the CAS school there, and I'm not too sure what I want to take yet completely, but I know I want to go to school and further my education there.
Owen, you're known for your physical style of play, hard, heavy forecheck, a lot of body checks. When did you know that this kind of style was going to have to be the game you play? And is there a lot of pros and cons to play that style?
Well, yeah, I probably first recognized that it was the funnest part, one of the funner parts of playing. When hitting was first allowed, I was probably about a foot taller than everybody else on my team as well. So that kind of helped me push that forward. So once I got that a part of my game, it's kind of what made me into the type of player I am today. And like, I just love the adrenaline of just being able to put other guys on their butts. Yeah, it's awesome. But you always have a little soreness here and there every time, no matter what. So
did you have any guys in the NHL that you like to model your game after? I'll ask you guys both.
Well, I'd like to model it after like Connor McDavid, but I'm probably more of a Tom Wilson myself.
What about you, Hunter?
I'm a pretty big fan of Ovechkin, so I like to try to implement some of his game into my style, and I like Laine too. I think lots of people hate on him, but I think he's a pretty good player.
So we're all dying to know, you're from Winnipeg, but you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. How does that happen?
When I was younger, I was a really big Matt Sundin fan, and that's the reason why we're number 13 with Verdun. I just loved how he played, and then my uncle and aunt moved to Toronto, and it just stuck with me. I loved them ever since, and I'm just dying for them to win the cup one day.
Well, they got to win a playoff round first.
This year.
This year? That's your prediction?
Yep.
What's the deal, though? It's just a lot of egos on that team, or what?
No, they're a young core. I think they're maturing, and they're gonna pull through this year.
This year, huh? So, Blocks, who's your favorite team in the NHL?
I'm a big Oilers fan.
Big Oilers fan, eh?
Yeah.
Another team that's on the uprise a little bit. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that with such a big goalie market that they didn't go out and get a goaltender this year?
Yeah, it was a little outrageous. Like a little light in me kind of hoped that they get Holtby, but I guess that's just a pipe dream.
So I'm sure you guys follow the NHL, the news and stuff. Like, do you think there's going to be a season this year in the NHL?
I'll let Cloutier take this one. I really haven't paid much attention to that.
Yeah,
so.
I think they'll find a way to get a season going. I don't know when it'll start. Maybe a bit later than they expect, but I think that there's no way they're going to let the season be fully canceled with the NBA going and the NFL and all that. They don't want to be the only league left out. So I think they'll start.
So we're all hoping that the MJ fires back up in the new year. What are your guys' goals if the season does start back up for the rest of the season?
Really just to like pick up where we left off, make sure that we don't miss a stride, really. I mean, it's going to be tough coming back after this long break, but the quicker that we can get back into things and back to what we were doing before, I think the better off we are.
What does it mean? Like, I mean, this season you guys haven't lost a game in regulation. You guys have had a lot of third period comebacks. What does that show for the character of this team?
Yeah, like you said, we've had a lot of third period comebacks there, and I think we're just shows we're a resilient group. You know, we're able to come together at the end of the games, even if we're not having our best game, and just give it our all to just push us over the top there. And I think that's what makes great teams.
A big reason for your guys' success early in this season has been your goaltender, Kyle Cosma. What do you notice from Cos when he got his feet wet in MJ last year to this year when he looks like he's on his game early?
I think the biggest difference between this year and last year is his consistency. Last year, he had a couple spots where he's struggling a bit, but this year, I think through all 9 of our games, he's been solid in net. Or I guess he played 7 or so, but.
Mm-hmm. So for you guys, like you guys, what was I gonna say here? It's obviously a new schedule. There's a lot of divisional games, not a lot of out of divisional matchups. Is that an advantage to a team or no?
You know, I think it has its pros and cons playing the same team that many times in a row. You know, you're gonna learn each other's tendencies and stuff, which makes it harder for them to get chances against us, but also for us to get chances against them. But you learn what works and what doesn't work, and you have to make adjustments over the series. So I think it works both ways.
Hunter, before the break, you had a 5-point game against the Weekly Flyers. How special was that to get that?
Yeah, it was nice, but you know, my line mates helped me get those points. They were varying chances when I passed them, and they fed me in pretty good spots to be able to score. So it was nice to come back in that third period and win the game.
Well, boys, it's nice catching up with you guys. I appreciate you guys for joining me, and hopefully we start back up in January.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.